The great Baba Voss.
It's amazing how in a show that's about blind people and has this perfect opportunity for real representation of the disabled and especially people of color, since no one should even be able to see skin color right now, they still found a way to put down black people. This show hates the blacks like no one's business. If you haven't seen C, let me give you a quick breakdown. C was one of the first Big Apple TV shows. They used it to launch the platform, and thanks to the cool premise, flashy action scenes, and Jason Momoa being the lead, it managed to run for 3 seasons. The story starts hundreds of years in the future. In this universe, a virus wiped out most of the population and left the survivors blind. At this point, you're probably asking yourself, why do I call it racist? Well, this show pushes racist stereotypes about black men in 3 different ways. First, the main character is Jason Momoa. He takes a woman who was already pregnant by a black man as his wife, and now Jason has to step up, protect her, and raise her kids. Are you asking yourself, where is the dad? Who knows? He just left. The writers are obviously pushing the stereotype that black men abandon their children. Yeah, because the stats totally prove that, right? Sure. As the story moves on, we meet more and more of his kids that he never raised. Yes, this wasn't the only time. He even sold some of his children into slavery. It's obvious. The writers want us to see black men as deadbeat fathers who don't even raise their children and are willing to sell their own people. Second, they make all the women that he was involved with white. The first woman that we see in the first episode, white. But it happens that he was also in love with her sister, who's also white. Not any white either. She's probably the whitest white to ever white. Once is a coincidence, but twice is a pattern. This definitely shows the writer's intention of falsely accusing black men of only going after white bitches and not caring much about the black queens. You might think they will stop here, since it might become obvious that they are racist. But no, you can only wish it ended there. And my last point. Up until this guy shows up, every single action scene is sword related. But when the black man arrives, suddenly he's the one to bring guns into the story. By this time, the only relevant black male character holds the record for all the gun violence in C. Absolutely amazing. In conclusion, the only relevant black male character in this show is a total bitch. He abandons his kids, sells some of them, simps for white women, and guns down unarmed people. I don't even know what to say anymore. I thought I could finally relax and enjoy a good story with some action. But instead, I get hit with the most racist thing that has happened to black people since slavery. Anyway, thanks for watching. Slay Queens.